we made it to Coolum, setup day today. We're actually a couple days early to the race, but turns out we needed it. I've got a bit of a bombshell here behind the pit, so got filter cage out, cleaned all the filters, got a wheel half done. Maxxis guys are bringing me a new paddle tyre for the weekend. Done some oil, got some old gear there, toolbox. I've sort of just got crap everywhere. I need to fix this whole shot button. So as you've seen, we've been having some issues with this thing, and this is what we ended up running at QMP. Not ideal. These are actually service tags off fire extinguishers out of Dad's van. So we rigged it up, it worked for the weekend, but we want to do something a little bit more professional, so went to Dean's bike and stole his fork guard off his practice bike, and he's got these proper little clips, so we're gonna chuck them onto my bike. I've just got to do that now, figure out how I'm gonna do it, and then cut in another hole for the whole shot button there. So play around with that, get these filters done, some new Koala grips, and I think I'll be looking pretty good for the weekend. Just got the shipment from Maxxis, got the paddle ready to fit, but now it's a fun job, actually got to do it. Just ripped off the ST, Coolum, deep sand track, always run the paddle here. Just got to do it, might put a timer on it and see how we go. What do you reckon, mate? See that thing first this weekend?
Better, otherwise I walk back to the camp.
Alright, so Luke and I are doing a little bit of track walk. Looks like a bit different Coolum, a bit more hard pack, a bit drier. I'm sure they're going to chuck some water down tonight, but right now it's a lot more hard pack version of Coolum, except you walk on certain spots and you just sort of have like a bit of a, I don't know, almost like beach where sort of the ground moves underneath you. But for the most part, it's pretty dry, flat. It obviously always starts flat, but it looks like it's going to be super fast with how dry it is right now. So it'll be interesting to see how it forms up. This Coolum's typically you're walking along a little bit heavier than this, but we'll see. Birthday to you.
Each time we did it,
That one
she
good,
like,
is it? That one's so good.
each of us got to eat.
Bit of race food, babe.
She was happy ever after.
So, alright, so Joel, on
Yep.
that,
I don't feel guilty at all.
You don't feel guilty?
yeah, did you look at your bike?
Holy hell, that one's good.
She made up like this, she goes,
We don't have it yet. Okay, so starting Saturday, it is nearly 11 o'clock, so pretty cruisy start. It's just been women's, vets, MX1, now MX3's out there, so the track should hopefully have a bit of lines in it, some roughness. Don't have to practice now, this means nothing, it's just a free practice. Luke's going to be on the pitboard, so he'll be giving me some stuff. My plan is to actually pull in, probably midway or something, make some bike changes, just try something, because it doesn't really mean anything. I could go the wrong way, make it worse, but at least we know, you know, which direction to head in. So we'll just go out there, try to play with it, try to make the bike sort of feel as good as it can, get ready for the qualifying session this afternoon. Okay, back now, just getting ready to head out to dinner. But first day was good. I was 7th in qualifying in practice, which I was pumped with because everyone's still trying to go pretty fast. And I felt really good. And then qualifying, I didn't quite feel so good. I was just getting a bit sendy and not piecing the track together. But 50% of the track, I probably felt better than I've ever felt ever. And I was pumped with that. But then the other 50%, I was just getting a bit loose and making mistakes. Held on for P10, so I'm in Super Pole. Had to knock out some pretty fast dudes to do that, so I'm pumped. I'm gonna try not to be too satisfied with P10 in Super Pole tomorrow. Try to drop that down a little bit and give myself the best chance to get a good gate, get a good start, and let's run with these boys. And like after the split lane, the big wall, I land off that every time and just collapse. It's like every lap I tell myself, just be strong. It's like, hold on. It's like I land, I just like not strong enough. I just like full collapse into the bike. Because it's a big jump, because they lift it up. It lands so flat. And then I missed there's 2 ruts. The inside one's a good one, but I'm like squarely ended up hitting the outside one.
It's also like
those
you got more in you too.
Probably 2.5 seconds, 2 seconds.
But if you're losing, that rear end kept popping up on your entry, your turn, like the first bump throughout the turn, it lifts up, and you know as soon as you get air of that rear wheel, you're not driving. Like you've got to keep contact as best you can. Then you know where the center you get a big double, rear and left over the thing, and then even left there. You were fast, hanging it out, but like blah, 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 the rear was just popping. It wasn't driving one single bit through there. It's hard to tell if you're
last lap through there.
Yeah, but I could see it was like
it wasn't
a little bit
straight.
of contact loss of the rear wheel. It's just that little bit of extra drive you could be carrying. Just solid. At least you charged it.
Yeah, well, best one yet. So it's good. Yeah, like you said, the intensity was up. Like we at least had that. I wasn't so much scared about like tucking it or whatever. I was like, just get in there and go.
Yeah, that's good. Probably haven't felt like that for a while, as in...
I felt like a 250 around a couple of those things. I was just like swinging off it.
Too. That's I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Cool down. 2 hours.
Big intro?
Yeah. Alright, so best qualifying of the year. Oh, not qualifying, best Super Pole of the year. Just slipped into Super Pole, but then once we're in there, I sent it for a lap. Got top 7, so that's the highest we've been the whole time. Pretty pumped on that. Now I just got to translate it to the race. Like it wasn't the cleanest lap, it was a bit sendy, but if I can clean it up, I feel like I can do that every lap. So we'll try to just suffer through this 25 minutes and hopefully end up with a 7 or better.
Good ride, dude.
He got
By
taken
far the
out.
best I've ever seen you ride. You hung it out start to finish, didn't give up. Start was nearly dead last, crashed. Ended your top 5 guy. Lap times don't lie.
Yeah, just
Nearly got 7th on over the chicken. I didn't realise you were that close to him.
He
I
put
didn't
him
even.
so much on the last lap.
Yeah, because I was like, I wrote PA and I'm watching and I saw.
good race, Joey.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I saw the Duckers boys. Yeah. Come past you, and then I seen you get real close to the end. I thought it was a lap, and he was charging. I'm like, surely Cooper or someone didn't pass you back. I was like, yeah, the gap.
I don't know what to do with the button, like whether just get rid of the button, because I didn't move out of the gate.
You were
I
dead
just
last.
sat there.
You're out of the actual gate, you were dead last.
I dropped the clutch and I just felt the bike spinning. It just didn't
I
move.
said the same thing though. I've always had issues with it. I don't, it's one of those things I don't want to do change. Maybe in a side lap, do a practice run without the button, and then you make.
But I think the one thing is, if we're going to do no button, we just got to make it flat.
Yeah.
It can't have a dip, because if it has a dip without a button, it just goes like this.
Yeah, it was heaps of dirt.
So it can't be worse, so we'll just do it. Because that was horrible.
I got a good video of it so you can see.
Like, man, it's going to be a lot.
And when the two next to him just like...
Yeah, but even the first lap, you didn't really get around them very quickly either. And I was
It was
like,
hard because I was legit just going like this,
Yeah.
because they're so squirrely.
It was good.
Oh, I'll recover.
Go recover. Around the 6th place lap times.
Yeah, a few more by the end of the day.
Alright, so getting ready for Moto 2 now. Just going to chuck a new clutch in. Just felt like it got a bit hot then, so last race of the year, may as well have a freshie in there. But that moto was sweet. Like, start was terrible. I'm so inconsistent at Coolum of the starts. I just spoke to Sleater, got a bit of an idea of how we're going to attack this next one. So I just sat there and spun. I think what I'm going to try to do is a little bit less throttle, treat it a little bit more like a concrete start because it just sits and spins. So try to get the thing to drive, get less wheel spin, just drive up and out of the gate. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just see how that goes because it can't get any worse. But then I come through, first couple laps are a bit hard because people going squirrely everywhere. Then I started to come through and got in a good groove and I was just blowing past guys. And then I got cleaned out, like just old mate smoked me pretty good. Got up from that, took a couple laps to get my goggles and stuff, grips and everything clean and get back into a flow, but then I started going again and right at the end I got into 8th and nearly got Tanny for 7th, like over the line. So probably one of the best rides of the year really, and it was with a crash and a terrible start. So if we can eliminate some of those issues in this next one, it should be good. But definitely, yeah, put some effort into that one, so we'll try to make it a bit better this time.
Top 5.
Top 5, last one. Last race of the year, how you feeling?
Sound good. Wouldn't be us if we weren't last minute. It's only when it's cocked.
Why does it do that?
It's just because I run it right on the limit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't like free time. Neither do I, but that's sketchy.
It can't be worse, so we'll just do it.
Hey,
I just had nothing left.
Track's brutal. Take the positives out of it.
I know it's
You
great.
finished off the last moto.
Man, we need to just come here and do start.
Yeah.
Learn how to, like, what it is.
That was horrendous. That was worse than the
I've got it
first
every
one.
Tuesday.
You need to just like, yeah, if you had started there, but then again,
But he went from
That
like,
first lap
he went
was
nearly
unreal
last
though.
to 11th in,
Yeah,
like, the
in
first
that
lap and a
lap.
half,
Yeah.
lap. Go cool down, dude.
I know.
Yeah. And like I had it there was the only reason I'm so frustrated. Is like I felt like I could have went fast then, but I just didn't have any energy,
So
like
you're,
no
you're
strength.
a mental game too, which in a good way. I felt like you were flogged. That first 3 laps showed that you were just like, fuck, this is gonna be a long moto.
First moto, when I hit the edge one lap, everyone's talking about that big moment I had, right there.
Yeah, right.
It probably looked pretty gnarly through here. What if I go down in the hole? Okay, 2022, all wrapped up. Obviously just walking on the track now, Coolum got so gnarly, it always gets gnarly. A lot of fit dudes looking very unfit. I felt like I can push myself pretty good, like I'm able to suffer and go to that sort of next level of just pushing yourself, but the thing about it today was I lost strength in that last moto. I come from just about last off the start again through to I don't actually know where, but it was pretty far through the pack. I think I got to like 11th in like 2 laps or something, then blew through. I think I was into 7th, and then come together with a lapper, had a crash, but got back up, kept it going, and sort of just had nothing left after that, which is a bummer because I felt good and I was right there, like I could see Dean in front of me and a bunch of the good guys. So we've done it, we got a lot closer. Pretty sure we got that Privateer of the Year award, so everything we've done, put into it, it's definitely starting to pay off. I'm starting to become in that group and feel like I belong in that group. Just need to give a massive thank you to all you guys following along. It's been obviously she's been pretty tough. We haven't made it yet, we're not on team yet, which is the goal, but I feel like we have to be getting closer. I know my riding's definitely getting closer to them, so hopefully we're starting to open some eyes. I'm going to go and talk to as many people as possible for this next little bit and see if I can convince someone to give me my crack, give me my go, because I'm still motivated as ever. I want to do it. Had a bunch of people come up and like, oh, you're doing it again next year? I was like, yeah, I'm more motivated than ever. So we're good to go. Got to thank Michaela, Luke, Dad, Alex, all the sponsors, everyone that sort of helps out. Obviously I don't want to turn this thing into a promo or anything like that, so I'm not going to rattle everyone off, but you guys know who my sponsors are. If you can support those guys, it helps me out. Let's keep this thing going and hopefully be on one of those trucks in 23.
What was your line through here?
Oh. Don't die. I was like, actually I had a pretty good line. I was going super wide out there up against like the banners and then sort of hitting the first couple bumps, cutting in to this sort of midline, and then just hitting these big rollers on the inside. I tried to jump out and go wide because it's not as big a rollers, but you couldn't carry enough speed to make it work, so I ended up just smashing the big rollers. But that was before my legs gave way. Once my legs gave way, I was hitting the rollers, but I wouldn't say I was smashing them. They were smashing me.